Hello everyone, this is Bravo116. I am in Minecraft and I am at Sergeant Rock's Racetrack World. It was a world that was created in 2015 and we just recently got back onto the world after all of that time, and we started to do more work and do more exploring since the world has expanded quite a bit since we were last on, and we have found some new land. We have found new villages, and one of the new villages is across some water that's right before me here. I can't show you the water yet because I want to tell you about the special build that I just completed. The village was found by Cowboy Johns and his sister Jax LM, and we named the town, or the village, Johnstown, which kind of reminded me of the Johnstown flood in Johnstown, Pennsylvania in 1889. And so, therefore, I decided that I was going to build a bridge across this narrow, well, it's not narrow, it's kind of wide. It's a wide waterway. It's not the ocean, though. And so I built a bridge. And what to name the bridge? Well, I came up with a name of a bridge that collapsed in 1940. Since the village is called Johnstown and it was a disaster on its own, the bridge collapsed in 1940 with no human fatalities. However, there was a dog that was left in a car that was too scared to leave the car and actually bit somebody that tried to save him. But anyways, the bridge is the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. It was built in the state of Washington, and it collapsed after only 4 months of being open. And so therefore I want to read you a little bit about the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. The 1940 Tacoma Narrows Bridge was a suspension bridge in the U.S. state of Washington that spanned the Tacoma Narrows Strait at Puget Sound between Tacoma and the Kitsap Peninsula. It opened to traffic on July 1st, 1940, and dramatically collapsed on November 7th. Well, anyways, we're not going to read the whole thing because I want to get out there and show you guys this bridge that was completed. Unfortunately, it's getting to be nighttime out, and well, there's a lot of ghoulies out there, but I do want to show you the bridge. So let's put on our big boy pants and head out to look at it. Let's look around, make sure there's no ghoulies. I see you up there. It'll be okay. Well, anyways, you can't see the bridge yet, but I do want to show you some of the thing. There's a spider somewhere. Galloping Gertie. So whenever this build was being completed or built, the construction workers noticed that it would sway in the wind and move around quite a bit, so they nicknamed this bridge Galloping Gertie. And here it is, the 1940 Minecraft edition of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. And this is what she looked like. I'm going to throw some pictures in this video so you can see what the real bridge actually looked like compared to this. Now these are the beams that would go all the way up to the towers, and these were suspension beams, and coming off the suspension beams was these long suspension chains that would come down and kind of help the bridge not to move so much. But anyways, it didn't really work on that fateful day on November 7th, 1940, when the bridge was in light winds, 40-mile-per-hour winds, not heavy winds, real heavy winds. But it began to sway, and it came crashing to the ground. This is the bridge from the deck. We're moving across the deck. It's not a short bridge. It's going all the way over to the new village of Johnstown, which we just found. And this is Farquharson because on that day, I can't get his name to pop up. Hey, Farquharson. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you. He is the bridge guard. And there was a car that was left stranded on the bridge by Leonard Coatsworth, who had jumped out. He couldn't get his dog out of the back of the car because the dog bit him. And so he ran back to the shoreline to safety, relative safely. And apparently, Professor Farquharson asked if anybody was in the car, and of course there wasn't, but there was a dog. And so Farquharson ran out here with a photographer and tried to save the dog. The dog bit him, and so they left old Tubby in the car. And whenever the bridge collapsed, Tubby, the only fatality of the bridge, crashed into the Tacoma Narrows along with the car and the bridge. So there's the story. I wanted to put a memorial up here on the bridge to Professor Farquharson, and I named the bridge guard after him, but his name's not popping up as it normally does. So anyways, we're on our way across, and I'd say this little lamp here that looks out of place is actually the halfway point of the bridge, and it continues on. And that side looks exactly like this side. Everything was done mathematically. Although I was the main worker on the bridge, I had help from my brother, Sergeant Rock, who gave me the math and the engineering advice that I needed to make sure everything aligned up perfectly, and it does. And we're moving across, and these street lamps are placed about like the street lamps were on the original bridge. I tried to make this as exact as possible, and it came out all right. And again, I said I was going to put some pictures of the real bridge up here, and I will. Might be sprinkled into the video a little bit. And this is a good time to look at the bridge, although it is nighttime. And I see some arrows here that were shot from somewhere, because ghoulies do spawn in at the top of the bridge. But anyways, we want to go out there. We want to go right out there and look back at the bridge without getting slammed by a bunch of ghoulies. Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Woo! Just picked up a bunch of stuff. Hey, spider. I'll take your stuff. Here's a nice view of the bridge from a good distance away. Very nice, very nice. A lot of the materials, like the cobblestone, was donated by Cowboy John's, 1978, and the village that he found was right over here. So we got a little makeshift road that's going over. It's up there, but it's why there's ghoulies close to the road, why I got lights all over the place, is beyond me. But there's Johnstown, next to some water, by the way, and hopefully that we won't see no floods over there. All the chickens are coming. We don't need no creepers blowing up. Hey, Spidey. And I got the same sign on this side of the bridge as well. Let me get away from the creepers. We don't need no accidents. No accidents. And so this is the 1940 Tacoma Narrows Bridge, built in 2022. on the Minecraft PlayStation 4 edition, version 1.19. So on with some real photographs of the bridge. Okay, here we go. This is the 1938 Tacoma Narrows Bridge. It was completed in 1940. But anyways, this is during construction, and this is whenever they noticed that the bridge would be swaying in light to moderate winds, and so the construction workers named the bridge Galloping Gertie. Of course, the actual bridge's name was the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. So after being in construction since September of 1938, opening day finally came to Tacoma, Washington, and the Kitsap Peninsula, and this is the bridge on opening day. This is July 1st, 1940. You could see all the 1930s and 1940 model cars there, and quite a few people that are crossing the bridge, not only in cars but also on foot. So it was a big thing to do there in the state of Washington on July 1st, 1940. So here is a side view of the bridge, and this is actually taking place on November 7th, 1940. This is the actual day of collapse, and you can see that the upper deck there is corkscrewed. And that's the way they named it. It is corkscrewing because it looks like a corkscrew there. But there's also another angle here. We can see underneath, see the water line, and see what it looks like down there. And after the next photograph, I'm going to show you what the Minecraft build looks like under there. And here we are. This is right after the bridge had collapsed. You can see a lot of it still hanging on to the suspension lines. The towers stood tall. They never fell. They never wavered. But the deck itself just was too light to handle any type of wind. So in the previous picture, you've seen the corkscrewing that was going on, and the bridge collapsed. The concrete could not handle the stress of everything that was going on. Hey guys, this is Bravo once again. I did want to show you guys some more of the bridge in daytime, and so we came back. I already showed you the pictures of the actual bridge itself. So what I wanted to do was show you some more side views of the bridge in the daytime, and let you look at the underneath support beams that I've put up. Basically made out of cobblestone walls, which fits perfectly to what the real bridge actually looked like, and show you underneath the bridge that the underwater anchors and supports are the same as the actual bridge. So let's go take a look. Here we are. This was the bridge maintenance building where I kept all the materials for the bridge as I was building it, so I wouldn't have to run all the way back to my house, and that's not my house. And here is underneath of the bridge. Spans across the water. Little ice biome over there, and of course on the other side of that is where Johnstown is. Had to have some boats to go out to do some of the work under the water, along with some potions that helped me survive under the water for long periods of time. And this was my principal helper in the actual physical labor. His name is Arnold, and he's my pig. And he would eat up all of my carrots as I was out there working on the bridge. And again, it took over a month to build this bridge. Arnold is stuck in there, and we don't know how to get him out. Sorry, Arnold. And there you go. Let's go ahead and we'll hop in to one of the boats, and we'll go out on the water. And we'll slide across. We built the towers all the way to the all the way to the depths of the water. And there's a little viewing station down there that we built as well. And it was much easier on the other side because there was no water that we had to go down, so that was easier, and everything aligns up mathematically as well. So guys, this is Bravo 116 coming to you from underneath the Minecraft Tacoma Narrows Bridge. Have a good day.